What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Last time, we got to see how the fight with Cell concluded. Both Goku and Vegeta were able to access a brand new power, and it seemed to be enough to actually defeat Cell. Despite him getting this brand new power for himself as well, a combined effort from two Super Saiyan 4s was enough to finally defeat him. We then went into the Buu Saga and saw how that began, ending off the last part with the reveal of Super Saiyan 4 Majin Vegeta. We'll be going more into the Buu Saga for this part. For this video, let's set a like goal of 3,500 likes. Once we hit that, I'll continue with another part of this series. Anyways, let's pick up from here. Now with him being possessed, Vegeta is stronger. He's confident that he'll be able to defeat Goku in a fight. The two of them head off to fight on their own in order to not distract Gohan. Gohan thinks he might be able to handle Buu alone, although his stamina is running out like I mentioned last time. He's not sure for how much longer he'll be able to hold Super Saiyan 4. But he's the last line of defense. Goku's preoccupied with Vegeta, and just like Babidi planned, this leaves only one obstacle for Majin Buu. Goku's fight with Vegeta begins. Goku wonders why Vegeta would even let himself be possessed. He knows that he did it willingly. But Vegeta doesn't care about Kakarot's judgment. All he cares about is winning this fight. Goku's able to witness firsthand how much stronger Vegeta is. It's not huge, but it is a noticeable increase, enough to actually even the playing field a bit. If you remember from last time, I mentioned that Vegeta was a bit behind, not only in his base, but in terms of controlling Super Saiyan 4. Goku definitely did have the upper hand, but now with the Majin power boost, Vegeta's getting closer and closer to him. This fight would have been great for Babidi to collect energy. Of course he doesn't need that now, it's only a distraction. The two are out in a wasteland, allowing them to fight all out without any distractions. Goku will give Vegeta what he wants. But he warns Vegeta, he's not going to hold back or go easy on him. Super Saiyan 4 is his ultimate power after all, and if this is the only way to get Vegeta back to normal, so be it. The two clash fists, causing a massive explosion that levels the landscape around them. They're exchanging and blocking blows left and right. But even with this power, Goku's still confident he can win. As long as he's able to hold off Vegeta, Vegeta just might de-transform, going into Super Saiyan 2 or something even lower. Goku feels that he can outlast him. Even if Vegeta gets this power boost, it won't matter if he can't use Super Saiyan 4. Speaking of running out of Super Saiyan 4, let's go back to Gohan for a bit. With Goku and Vegeta both gone, this gives Buu a chance to win. If he takes out one of the Saiyans, then he'll be able to pick off the other two pretty easily, since they're going to be pretty worn out after their fight, no matter who ends up winning. It's a perfect plan that works out for Babidi. All Buu needs to do is defeat Gohan, and then Buu will be in the clear. The Super Saiyan 4s will no longer be a threat, and he can go around the universe destroying whatever he pleases. Gohan doesn't back down though. Super Saiyan 4 is fleeting, and he knows it might disappear soon, but he's going to make the most of it. He charges at Buu at full power, and immediately he becomes aware of Buu's abilities. It seems he can regenerate from any sort of attack, and it's not like Cell either. Buu can regenerate pretty much instantly, and it doesn't take up any of his stamina to do so. He's definitely not an average fighter. Despite his childish appearance and demeanor, he's way more threatening below the surface. Gohan uses all his power, and some of the other fighters around him even join in too. Cargo, Piccolo, Krillin. They're acting as distractions so Gohan can try and charge up an attack. This actually does give him a bit of time, enough to charge up a full power Kamehameha, launching it right at Buu and getting a direct hit. It seems this attack actually does the job. When it dissipates, there's nothing left of Buu, just a crater where he once was. Babidi looks on in shock. No way Gohan was able to manage this. But much to everyone's surprise, Buu ends up regenerating. Little pieces of him from around the area come back together, recreating Buu again. Buu is actually starting to get kinda angry from this fight. Gohan is surprisingly powerful, and the way they're all attacking him at once angers him. Not to mention the fact that he was almost destroyed by that one attack. But he tries to keep his cool as best as he can, continuing his fight with Gohan. But charging up that attack actually took out a lot of energy from Gohan. That's going to make things harder for him. He's losing more and more energy by the minute, and eventually, he drops out of Super Saiyan 4, going down a notch into Super Saiyan 2. Crap, he knew this would happen eventually, but not now. He was hoping he could hold Super Saiyan 4 for a bit longer, but whatever, he'll hold off Buu. As long as he stops Buu for long enough, Goku can come back and help defeat him. With Buu angered, he decides he wants something to eat. That might calm him down a bit. Quickly, he turns to Cargo, and from his antenna, he launches a beam, turning Cargo into a cookie. Babidi laughs as he watches, and everyone looks on in horror as Buu eats him. This only serves to anger Gohan even more, as he then powers back up into Super Saiyan 4, using what little energy he has left, giving him a little rage boost as well. He beats Buu down into the ground, actually dealing some significant damage. Of course, Buu's able to regenerate, but this only serves to make Buu even angrier than he was before. He starts fighting back, trying to hit Gohan, but Gohan's taking all the attacks. His rage is overpowering everything. But even with this rage, it's not enough. His energy is too little, and he drops back down to Super Saiyan 2, but continues fighting nonetheless. Although, Buu's anger is also starting to take effect, and eventually, it bursts out of him, literally bursting out, creating evil Buu. Okay, that's going to be an issue. There's two Buus now, apparently. No one knows exactly what happened, but they know it's not good. Although, the two Buus start fighting each other, They don't get involved, but they watch on as this happens, with Babidi watching uninterested too. Even he's not sure what happened. The group knows that if they intervene, they might die as well. They just need to wait for Goku and Vegeta's fight to end. Although it becomes too late, Evil Boo is able to absorb Good Boo, then turning into Super Boo. From far away, Goku senses this. He tries to leave his fight with Vegeta, but Vegeta wants to finish the battle. Goku keeps telling Vegeta to snap out of it. There's more important things at stake right now. They desperately need to go help Gohan and the others. But Vegeta prevents Goku from leaving. He's gonna finish this here and now. Back to Gohan and his group, they're all too weakened to fight. The next best option is to retreat. They don't know where to, but they're gonna leave. They all run over to Shin, who's nearby. But Boo's not gonna let them escape. He launches 2 more candy beams, aimed at Goten and Trunks, but Piccolo and Krillin jump in front of them, protecting the 2 kids as they go off with Gohan. This only serves to anger Gohan more, but he knows he can't do anything. They're able to make it to Shin, who then teleports away, going to the sacred world of Kai. Boo wonders where they went, but he doesn't care. He picks up the 2 candies, a chocolate shaped like Piccolo, and another treat shaped like Krillin. He pops the 2 of them in his mouth, and surprisingly, he transforms once more, gaining Piccolo and Krillin's power, not to mention their intelligence. Babidi watches on amazed. Boo is so much stronger than before, and he actually seems somewhat competent now. Especially with Piccolo and Krillin absorbed, he's actually coherent, which is pretty surprising. But this does raise an issue. He still wants to control Boo, and he's not sure if he's going to listen to orders now. Babidi tries to control him, giving him orders to try and find Goku and Vegeta to kill them next. And while Boo does want to do that, he doesn't want to follow Babidi's orders either, so he just simply turns to the wizard and says no. Babidi's getting angry at this. He starts threatening Boo, telling him to listen to him. He was the one to revive him after all. He should be grateful. Neither his words nor magic are strong enough to control Boo. And this only serves to anger Boo even more. And remember, Boo's actually smart now and competent. There's no way he's going to be controlled by Babidi of all people. He controls himself. As Babidi keeps yelling at him, Boo turns towards the wizard, holding a single hand out, using telekinesis to draw Babidi towards him. He grabs Babidi by his neck and turns him into candy as well, then eating him. This doesn't give him a huge boost in power, but it was a nice treat, and he does get some little magical abilities here and there, although nothing too intense, nothing that he didn't really have before. But Boo's surprised at his own transformation. All of this happened so fast. He's much stronger and smarter than before. And he's pleased with himself, instead of being that babbling idiot that he was. The evilness inside him took control. Now there's no more annoying wizard controlling him. And with this power, no Saiyan will be a threat to him. Even better, he can just absorb those other 2 Saiyans. He just has to go over to where they're fighting and get them, adding to his own strength. On the sacred world of Kai's, Shin is wondering what kind of technique they could use to help them. At everyone's current strength, defeating Boo might be tough, especially because he has people inside him. If they kill Boo, they also kill Cargo, Piccolo, and Krillin. They really need to figure out something quick. He has one idea though. Gohan can try and use the Z-Sword. It's going to take a bit of time, but as long as they can stall Boo somehow, it might work. And as for Goten and Trunks, well, he's not really too sure what to do with them. They're surprisingly strong on their own, but in comparison to everyone else, they're not really going to be able to do much, especially against someone like Boo. But they want to help, and Shin tries to think of what they could do. If only there was a way to make use of their 2 powers. Thankfully, they receive some unexpected help. King Kai ends up intervening, asking Shin to bring him there. He has something that might actually help them. He's surprised to hear King Kai intervene. He wonders what King Kai knows that could be so special. And it's not necessarily a technique of his, but it's something he knows from Otherworld, something that Goten and Trunks might be able to learn. Fusion, a Metamoran technique that allows 2 people to fuse into one warrior. It'll be perfect for them too. It requires 2 people that are around the same size and the same strength. There's no better subject for that than Goten and Trunks. And if they fuse with their great power, they may be able to actually beat Boo. It's a long shot but worth a try. And while all this is going on, Gohan actually surprisingly pulled out the Z-Sword. It's easier for him to do this time since he's a lot stronger, meaning he can begin training with it right away. He wants to go back to Earth as soon as possible, so once Goten and Trunks learn fusion, and once he learns to get a control over the Z-Sword, they're gonna go back and try and defeat Boo that way. Back on Earth, Boo is about to go get Goku and Vegeta, but before he does, he wants to make sure he's more than strong enough to do this. So he starts going around Earth trying to eat more people. Instead of just killing them, he's actually absorbing them this time, turning them into candies and trying to get their power that way. Remember, he is smarter now after all. There's no point in killing people when he could just take their power instead. He might as well make a use of it, even if all their combined power isn't that much. As for Goku and Vegeta, their fight finally concludes. Vegeta eventually de-transforms, going into Super Saiyan 2. It gives Goku the perfect opportunity to finish the fight. With a single blow, he knocks Vegeta out. And now Goku can finally go check on Boo. But it's not going to be that easy. He knows that everyone retreated already, and in terms of his own power, he's kind of worn out from his fight with Vegeta. No matter how great his control over Super Saiyan 4 is, he's not going to be able to hold it for much longer. Even regular Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan would be too much. He exhausted all of his energy. He's gonna need a Senzu or something. Before trying to face Buu, he's gonna go to the lookout. That way he can get a Senzu bean and maybe draw out Buu's time a little longer, since the most important thing is to bide for time right now. He brings Vegeta along with him, and they go to Korin's tower. But as he flies over, he suddenly sees beams from all directions. Lasers fall out from everywhere in the sky. Of course, Goku's able to dodge them, but he looks around wondering where they're hitting. He flies into a nearby city and sees the destruction. It seems each of those beams was directed at an individual person. Buu must have just killed the entire civilization of Earth. All of Goku's friends, the rest of his family. Anyone who couldn't have avoided that attack is now dead. He can still send some energies though. Other fighters were actually able to avoid it. At least the fighters that were on Earth. Yamcha, Roshi, Tenshinhan, Chaozu, they seem to be okay actually. As for Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, he assumes they're with Shin, even though he can't sense them. He makes haste and flies over to Korin's tower. And luckily there are some Senzus left. He's able to get one for himself and save some for later. He's not entirely sure if he should give one to Vegeta right now, because if Vegeta wakes up and he turns out he's still evil, well, that's obviously going to be an issue. Shin can deal with Vegeta first and try and reverse whatever spell is on him, unless Vegeta himself will overcome it. But as soon as he eats it, his power soars, and that lets Buu sense it. He suppresses his power as quick as possible, but it's already too late. Buu's heading over, and within seconds he's right there. Goku sees that Buu looks way different than before, not just in size and shape, but also his clothes. He has Piccolo's cape on him. And within Buu, he can sense the energy of some other fighters, as well as a bunch of humans. He sees what happened now. Buu's like Cell, he absorbed people's power to get this way. But Goku tells Buu, no matter how strong he is, he's not going to win here. Goku won't allow it. By now, about an hour or so has passed. And back on the sacred world of Kai, Gohan feels confident enough with the Z-Sword. And as for Goten and Trunks, they've already failed fusion twice, but they try once more, and they get it perfectly. Shin knows that now's the time to head back to Earth and go and help Goku. Even if everyone isn't at their full potential, this is enough. They need to go and at least help. Shin grabs onto them, teleporting them over to Earth. Goku and Buu are surprised to see them there. And Goku's glad. Buu is getting too strong for him to face. This should be enough. Wait, who the hell is Gotenks actually? Gohan tells him that it's some sort of fusion thing, but they'll explain it to him later. That's not important now. All Goku learns is that it's Goten and Trunks combined. Huh, fusion. That sounds interesting. The three of them fight Buu together, using all the power that they can grasp. And Buu knows that he's outmatched right now. He needs to absorb one of them. That's his only way out of this. If he doesn't, he's gonna die right here. The three of them will kill him. Nearby, there's Shin and Vegeta. Vegeta's unconscious and he's been weakened. Of course, he will grant a lot of power, but still. And as for Shin, he's pretty weak. He won't really do much in the grand scheme of things. Buu feels that it's better to absorb one of these fighters. Gohan knows to watch out for Buu's candy beans, but he doesn't know another way that Buu can actually absorb people. Just by extending himself. During the battle, a piece of Buu is blown off and that gives him the perfect opportunity. He tries to hold them off as long as possible, sneaking that dismembered piece around them, hoping that they won't notice. And he has the perfect target for that. The most inexperienced fighter, but one who's still pretty strong. Gotenks. Gotenks suddenly feels something weird on his arm. He looks down to see pink slime on his hand. It begins extending, wrapping around his entire arm, and eventually his upper body. They don't know what's happening, but then Gohan realizes. He's absorbing Gotenks. They need to stop him somehow, but it's already too late. Buu has once again absorbed another person, and he's stronger than ever with Gotenks absorbed. Goku and Gohan may still have a chance though. If they work together, they may be able to do something, although it's risky. It's going to be a hard battle, but the possibility of success is still there. But Shin doesn't want to take that chance. He talks telepathically with Goku and Gohan, telling them that they need to leave now. He has a better idea, but this is their only shot. And while the two want to fight, they end up listening to it. This fight is getting far too dangerous for them to continue, even if they may have the gap in power. Again, they're not sure how long their power will last, or if Buu has any other surprise techniques. Goku launches a solar flare at Buu, blinding him as they head over to Shin. This angers Buu, and while he's blinded, he randomly launches a galactic donut, a massive one that encompasses the entire area. He launches more and more around them, honing in on their energy and trying to grab them. Gohan tells Goku to go. He'll hold Buu off. He protects Goku from the attacks as Goku goes to Shin. Goku tells Gohan to join them quickly, but he tells Goku to go with Shin. He and Vegeta are their last hope. If he doesn't hold Buu off, Buu will just follow them and kill them there. He needs to do this, and he promises Goku that he'll be fine. Besides, he's confident enough with the Z-Sword. He might actually be able to win this. And if not, he has Goku and Vegeta for reassurance. He knows Shin will help restore Vegeta somehow, and they can figure out something from there. Shin teleports away with the two other Saiyans, as Gohan lifts up his sword, preparing to face Buu once more. And with that, we'll leave off here for now. So, what did you guys think about this part, and what do you think will happen next time? Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. I'll be sure to check them out to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like. and let's try to hit that like goal from the beginning of the video so we can get another part of this series. If you haven't already, why not subscribe, as well as hitting the bell icon to get notified about any future parts of this What If, or any of the videos that I upload on my channel. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.